everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry that I've not uploaded in so long. I've had zero motivation and I've had so much to do with school and work and blah. So anyway, hopefully I'll be able to put videos out on a schedule like once a week. If you guys have a certain day of the week that you would like to see my videos, please write down in the comment section, and if my schedule allows, maybe we can figure out a day where I could try to upload videos once a week. You'll see how that goes. But anyway, today's video is going to be about reviewing scuba gear. Since I'm a scuba diver and I have my own gears, I figured I might as well show you what I have and what I think about it and which stuff I prefer if I have ever had more than one of something. Let's go! So this is the BCD I use. It is the Scuba Pro Bella, and I got it because it fit me well. I also liked all of the little clips and stuff on it. Here, I'm gonna take the camera down. So this is a better angle. I got it because I liked all these clips on it, like focus. I like that a lot of the clips were metal too, because metal will not photo degrade like plastic will, and plus metal is just so much better. It had integrated pockets as well as integrated weights. This means I don't need to carry around a weight belt. I also got mine with this attached hose, so I do not need to use an octopus, which is essentially a second regulator. So it just has the buttons where you can inflate and deflate, and now I'm all out of focus again. Okay, there we go. And it can be used, so then you would use this to breathe and then give your regulator to someone else if they ran out of air, which they should not. And Scuba Pro is a pretty good brand overall. They have some nice warranties on their gear, and it's usually just pretty well made. The bag before you attach your tank, and also has several points where you can empty out your BCD quickly if you needed to. You have one in the back, you have one up here on the top, and you have this one, but this one is hard to reach off yourself. The only time I've ever used one of these was for rescue training. And this is the only BCD I've ever owned. I have used some other BCDs for training before I had my own. So this is the only one I've had, so I'm not sure how it would compare to a different one, but this one works well for me. So this is my regulator set. It has my regulator down here. There's the Scuba Pro, like a lot of my other equipment. And we can focus now. And this is the hose which attaches to my BCD to allow me to inflate it and deflate it, and to get air to my secondary regulator. And I have my dive computer on this, and it has my compass on the top, and it has the computer down here, and it has my air reader down here. It tells me how much pressure I have in my tank, so then I'll not run out of air underwater, which would be bad. But like with my BCD, this is the only one I've owned. So I mean, I have used others while training, but I tried to get it pretty close, or at least my dive computer tried to get it pretty close to what I use for training, just because I was used to that. You know, I would not need to relearn a whole new system. So there's my regulator. So I put masks and snorkels in the same category just because I already have it attached. First, we'll start off with my original mask. It is Scuba Pro mask, and I'm not exactly sure. It is the Scuba Pro Spectra Mini, and I also have the Cressy Snorkel. This one does not have an extra name on it. So this is my first original mask. It worked well for me. It's a good mask. The only thing is this one, I have fogging problems with this, but I usually don't use defog either. So if you use defog, these will probably not fog up as much. But I really like the snorkel. If you do get water in it, you can always just and it just blows right out. And my newer mask is a Sea Dive Ray Blocker. Is that right? Yep, Sea Dive Ray Blocker. It's a newer mask I got because that one was starting to get a little old and a little frayed around the edges. And I was also having all these blurs in the corners since it had the clear edge. So you can see it'll poke. You can see it has a clear edge, and that lets the light come in and funny things with the original. Well, this one has a dark edge, which keeps you from seeing little blurbs everywhere, thinking, oh, there's a grouper, but in reality it's just a blurb. And this is a good mask. Even though it said it would not fog, it is fogged with me. Every single one of my masks fog. This one is a bit better with the fogging. Once you get underwater, it will usually unfog. This was my first defog mask, so maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I like this mask. The snorkel, on the other hand, it is a Scuba Pro. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but that's the brand, or that's the model. This is not my favorite snorkel. It leaks a lot, so when you use it, you're breathing past a lot of water, and when you on it it's not clear that well. So I definitely prefer the Cressy Snorkel, even though I usually prefer Scuba Pro. I really like the rest of my Scuba Pro stuff. It's just this model has not worked the best for me. Maybe it will work good for other people, just have not had good experience with it. I do like this mask though. See, it's blurring at the camera. Yeah, I like this. But I usually will use this one for diving when I'm going to be at home where I can rinse it off quickly. Well, and I'll use this one for snorkeling or when I'm diving away from home where I might not be able to rinse it off as quickly. So this is more my travel rough mask, and this is my newer one. I like both these masks a lot. I mean, but I definitely prefer this Snorkel though to this one. So the next category is going to be fins. Here are my newer fins. So this is the Scuba Pro Sea Wing Nova, and this is my newer fin. And I like this because it has these little notches in there, and they help channeling the power from your kicks. I also like it because it has these elastic things which you can just stretch and you don't need to clip and unclip like my old fins I had. Now I would show my old fins, but I have them in the back of my van right now, and it is pretty dark outside right now. It's pretty much night at this point. And the reason they're in the back of my van is because I was going to go snorkeling earlier this week, but there's absolutely no parking, so I just left them in there. I'm going to edit it in next, even though technically it would be tomorrow. So I've got my older pair of fins. They are Scuba Pro Jet Sport, and they're still good fins. I use them for snorkeling and for travel now, just like my old mask. But they're not as fantastic as my new ones. But anyway, I got these because they were the cheapest, and they came with a set with the mask and the snorkel, which is why it was my first pair. Unlike the other where the straps stretched, this one they click in. You can see it there. And there it is. It clicks in, and every time you take it on and off, or when you take it off you can just unbuckle it, but then to put it back on you need to loosen it first. Oh, there's a piece of sandy caught in there. There it goes. But then you have to loosen it, rebuckle it in, tighten it up, which can be a hassle if there are waves in the water and you forgot to do it beforehand. And that's one of the reasons I got a new pair of fins which has a stretchy back to it. See how old these are? See, it got bumped up against the side of the boat, sand, if it was a shore dive, against my other gear, against the inside of my van, because that is where I transport a lot of my gear. And if I'm diving, I usually put in a dive bag just to keep it from bouncing around. But like I said, this is my older one, and I didn't have a dive bag at the time, so they just laid in the back and they hit up against everything. So I guess that's about it. I know that it's probably gonna be really short when I edit it. It's probably going to be a really short video once I edit it. Edited. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my channel. I'm gonna try to be better at answering comments. I know I don't think I answered any on my first video. I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you.